Good morning, everyone. I hope you have all had a beautiful week so far. I know we're getting close to the weekend here with it being Friday, and I just wanted to let you know that this week, and most likely at least for the next few weeks in the future, I am going to be posting 3 videos per day on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. This is just to give myself a day or two between posting to give my voice a rest, because I've noticed that if I am speaking too frequently for too long, too many days in a row, I start to feel a little vocally depleted. So thank you so much for allowing me that space and time between to rest my voice and rest my energy so I can bring forth the clearest, most helpful messages for all of you. In today's reading, we are going to be reading into the energy of the Twin Flame Collective, because I know that many of you who resonate with my channel are twin flames like I am, and this path, this twin flame journey is really so intertwined with your spiritual awakening and life purpose. So I hope that throughout this reading, we can bring forth some helpful messages this week. By the way, I kept feeling or kind of hearing the word journey as I was meditating, and then as I was about to shuffle the energy oracle cards, at the bottom of the deck, the first card I saw was the journey card. So some of you may have a trip coming up, or your person may have a trip, or there may be something to do with a journey, either a physical external journey or some kind of metaphorical inner journey that's happening right now. I've also created a new love word scramble kind of tool that I'm going to use during this reading, where I've basically written down, I think, almost 50 different random words that I feel might connect with this reading in some way, and I put all of those on index cards in a tissue box. So I'm really excited to see what messages that kind of brings forth for us later on in this reading. But I'll probably do that at the end with the letter initial dice, since I know many of you enjoy the letter initials as well in these readings. So I am just shuffling the energy oracle cards now. I can already feel some of you setting intentions, but if you haven't yet, please do take a moment, close your eyes, you can even pause the video, and set your intentions for this reading. By the way, if I do resonate with you and you enjoy these videos, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to this channel and also give this video a like. It really helps my videos in the YouTube algorithm reach those that they need to. Okay, so a few cards just fell out. Lots of very talkative energies coming through, very intense energies. So if your person isn't saying a lot to you physically, I feel like they are certainly thinking a lot about you or wanting to say a lot. There's just a lot of energy moving beneath the surface today. I also expected this because when I lit the candle for today's reading, I noticed that the candle flame just immediately illuminated. It was so bright and fiery, and sometimes I feel that the energies kind of channel themselves through the candle flame and how intense it is and kind of the way that it's burning. So I've pulled 3 cards for you so far. I'm going to see if I can get 3 more cards pulled. By the way, throughout this reading, I will be recommending subliminals you can use to shift, heal, balance, or harmonize the energy of certain situations in certain ways. For those of you who don't know, all of these subliminals come from my website and soul passion project, Sound and Soulful. So as you can see on the screen, I have created subliminal meditations for all areas of life, for appearance, for mood shifts, for confidence, happiness, love, and relationships. And for twin flames specifically, I have an entire section of subliminals dedicated specifically to the twin flame path. So I am guessing that many subliminals I end up recommending during this reading, since it is a twin flame reading, will most likely be from that twin flame category on my site. But any subliminals I mention will be linked in the pinned comment under this video, so you can click any of those links and learn more about the energetic benefits intended by each meditation track. So I'm feeling like these 3 cards may be a good place to start the reading, just to give us an idea of what is going on energetically right now in the Twin Flame Collective. The first card is the Temple Path in reverse. This card actually came up in my pick a card reading for at least one of the groups, and it was also in the reverse position. When this card is reversed, I take it to mean that someone is either being distracted from their true path, from their highest path, or that Spirit is cautioning you that you could be led off your path, or you could be distracted from your path. Now, of course, I always need to disclaim this message by saying it's impossible to fully get off of your true path. You are always being guided. Nothing is ever going wrong. But sometimes we can take these detours from the path of our highest self. We can become distracted and kind of turned around on this path. I would like more clarification about this temple path in the reverse position. So I'm going to pull a few more cards from the Energy Oracle cards. Spirit, what does the Twin Flame Collective need to know about this temple path card in the reverse? Why is the Twin Flame Collective in danger of getting off their path? And one card fell out. Angel of Love in the reverse position. Okay, I just felt this kind of wave of goosebumps and then this kind of sadness moving through me, and I heard blocking love. I feel like someone in this connection right now is struggling with their worthiness of love, blocking out love because they don't feel like they are deserving of it. And it's like this kind of sad energy. But also I feel like this person isn't fully revealing their sadness to their counterpart. They're feeling unworthy, feeling incapable of fully giving and receiving love, but they may be presenting a kind of silent or even a cold exterior. Now, of course, this may not resonate exactly for everyone. Do keep in mind, I was going to say this at the beginning, but these messages are general collective messages, so please use your own intuition as your best guide and only take what resonates. I want to get more information though on why we are blocking love. So Spirit, why is this person blocking love from their life, from themselves? Why is the Twin Flame Collective blocking love at this time? All tied up in the reverse position. And I'm feeling guided to read a little bit about this card because I feel like there is a message for us here in the guidebook. This card reversed is telling you that the ties that bind are about to break loose. A previously stuck situation is opening up and the restrictions are clearing out. This card reversed also indicates that you are ready to break free from the habits and patterns that have kept you tied up for so long. So what I'm hearing is this is a pattern for this person. Whoever is not allowing this love fully in or is blocking themselves from this love, this is a very deeply ingrained pattern of feeling unloved. It's like, I feel like there's a wound here. In my mind, I'm surprised this card didn't come up just now because I expected almost the happy family card to come up in the reverse because I feel like there may be some family trauma situation here. There could be an inner child wound relating to a child who didn't feel loved or didn't feel like they could be loved for who they truly were, who had to potentially change themselves in order to receive love from a parent who then is in this situation, in this twin flame connection, continuing to play out this pattern of feeling. It's like they are trying to manifest the reality in which they aren't loved, which sounds strange, but they're doing that subconsciously because they are trying to create a reality that aligns with their belief. And their core belief here is that they aren't worthy of love, that they can't be loved. So it's like they're subconsciously pushing this love away, pushing this person away. so that they continue to play out this pattern of heartbreak, unlovability, and victimhood. But that's just an illusion. This person is so incredibly lovable, whoever you are, whoever this is connecting with, whether it's you or your counterpart. Spirit is saying that if this is you, the key here is to open yourself to allowing this love in, that this love is knocking at your door, but you aren't leaving yourself open to it because you're continuing to play out these old patterns. But the good news about this is you are becoming consciously aware of this deeply seated pattern or inner child wound, whichever kind of wording resonates with you there. And because you are now consciously aware of it, you now have the power to change it. If this is connecting with you, I would really recommend my twin flame heart chakra activation subliminal, because I'm feeling a lot of energy move through the heart center, and I'm feeling like this inner child wound is very central to the heart chakra within the energy body. I feel like someone had their heart broken from a very young age, or in early formative relationships, either with parents or with even an early lover, one of their early romantic relationships. And because of this negative experience, they created this core belief that I am not lovable, and that is continuing to play itself out to manifest illusion, the illusion that they aren't lovable, but it continues to perpetuate that illusion within this twin flame connection. And this heart chakra activation subliminal is designed to really assist you in releasing these love blocks, in opening yourself to both giving and receiving love within the twin flame connection. So that will be linked in the pinned comment if you're interested. Okay, so let's see what this second card in the initial spread was. Attachment in the upright position. I saw a child like clinging on to their parent's leg, like when a parent is trying to drop a child off at school or something and they don't want to go, and they're like holding on, which tells me I feel like someone in this connection right now has negative attachment, again, coming from either early childhood experiences or even early formative romantic relationships. It's like I just heard negatively attaching themselves to outcomes, feeling as though they have to be codependent with someone in order to receive love from them, that they can't, it's like they don't feel safe within a connection to truly step into their power, to shine, to be confident, to be independent, and to be loved. The only form of love this person knows is over-attachment, is codependency. But this is a pattern that is unraveling itself. I feel this energy changing, especially with this card being the number 5, and 555 is a major angel number of rapid change. In fact, I feel like whoever this is connecting with, this pattern has come to you, has been brought to the surface right now for the purpose of being healed. I feel like for many of you, you may have had moments recently of sleeplessness, of extreme anxiety, of feeling really unsettled, but not really knowing why. And if that connects with you, I'm hearing that this could actually be because of these negative patterns that are coming to the surface to be healed, whether it's with early relationship experiences or childhood trauma, whatever the situation may be. I feel like in those moments you feel restless or anxious without knowing why. There is a reason why, and it's not because anything is going wrong. It's because your soul, your inner self, your higher self is handing to you these negative patterns on a subconscious level in order to be healed. This also applies to anyone who feels really, really emotionally tired or even physically tired without knowing why. Even on a day where you feel like you've been relaxing and not really doing much, know that on those days where you feel this strange exhaustion that doesn't make sense, this could be because unconsciously you are doing a lot of healing work on yourself and on your negative thought patterns, and a lot is changing so fast for you energetically that it actually feels exhausting on a conscious level, even though you can't connect that exhaustion consciously with what is going on beneath the surface. I know that's a bit of a convoluted message, but I do feel whoever needs to hear that is going to really connect with you and give you something you need to hear. I'm going to get some more clarification. By the way, I just saw the number 444 on my recording timer, so that number might be significant for you. So Spirit, can you tell us more about this attachment situation? Why the Twin Flame Collective or someone listening to this is feeling negatively attached in some way? Or anything else about this card that we need to know? Healer of the Aegis card in the reverse position is the first card I pulled, which is so synchronistic because I was just talking about how you are healing yourself in a really powerful way, but you aren't aware of it. And that's what I see with this card. It's reversed because you are this powerful healing being. And at this time, I feel like you're turning that healing energy inward. You are healing these unconscious wounds and negative patterns, transcending them, transforming them. But you aren't even fully conscious of the powerful healing work you are doing on yourself because it's happening very energetically, very unconsciously. But I am strongly feeling for you to rest at this time, to allow yourself the rest. I just saw that rest and rejuvenation card from this deck in my mind's eye. And I feel like you're really being guided to give yourself the time and space you need to heal, even if you don't fully understand the healing process. So let's see if we can get any more messages about this attachment card. Spirit, what else can you tell us about this attachment, these feelings of attachment happening in the Twin Flame Collective? You guys aren't going to believe me. 2 cards just fell out, and the first card was Rest and Rejuvenation in the upright position, which is exactly the card I was seeing in my mind. Allow yourself to rest, and very specifically, allow yourself to rest even if you don't understand why you need rest. That is a key message here. If you're feeling tired, if you're feeling emotionally or physically exhausted, there is a reason for it. We in this society have a tendency to beat ourselves up for getting tired. But whenever we're feeling tired, that is our body, our emotions signaling to us that there is something powerful taking place beneath the surface that is taking a lot of our energy, and that we need to allow that process to happen even if it's going on unconsciously and we don't fully understand it. And that is so essential, especially for spiritual awakening, which I know many of you are on this spiritual awakening journey. And the next card, oh my gosh, guys, the yin yang card in the reverse position. So that's really so synchronistic because, of course, yin yang represents the balance of divine feminine and divine masculine within the twin flame connection. And what I'm seeing here is someone is feeling negatively attached within this twin flame connection. Yes, because of these inner child wounds or early formative romantic experiences, some kind of situation which caused some kind of negative pattern of attachment to be created within this person's subconscious mind. But also because of this wound, there is also a wounded masculine and wounded feminine energy going on here. Because whenever we see the yin-yang reverse, that means something's out of balance here. And of course, within the twin flame connection, everything hinges on the balance between divine feminine and divine masculine energy. But I'm hearing that whoever is connecting with this, through whatever challenging experiences or trauma you had in your life that created these wounds, you actually developed a wounded masculine or wounded feminine energy, depending on which you connect with personally. I am strongly hearing a lot of wounded feminines. So if you are a divine feminine who is connected with these experiences of trauma or these wounds that you're working through at this time, I feel like you could be stepping out of your divine feminine power because of these wounds. You have a wounded feminine energy, meaning that you have forgotten your natural, effortless radiance, your magnetism. The empowered divine feminine recognizes that she is naturally magnetic. Naturally meaning she doesn't have to force, to try, to push. It's like the opposite of desperation. It's calm confidence. It's the ability to attract anything she desires simply as a result of her magnetic energy and not through her hard work, allowing herself to just move with the flow and to trust her own natural power and ability to manifest through her energy and not through her effort. And that is why so often when we are wounded as feminines, we try to push, to force. We've forgotten that we can naturally attract what we desire and what we need. We've lost that trust in ourselves and in the divine, and so we try to push, to force, to chase. And we may be called desperate or needy, but really we are just wounded. We're just negatively over-attaching to people and to relationships and to situations and to our own hard work and effort, because we have forgotten that we don't have to work so hard. We don't have to try so hard. We can simply relax. We can simply create. We can simply move with the flow. So if you are a divine feminine who has been struggling with remembering just how naturally powerful and magnetic you truly are, I have created a divine feminine awakening subliminal designed to uproot these divine feminine wounds and allow you to come into perfect balance and harmony as an empowered divine feminine. And the beautiful thing about this is when we as divine feminine step into our power, balance ourselves within, our twin flame, our divine masculine, immediately feels and unconsciously responds in positive ways to that shift. So that subliminal will be linked in the pinned comment if you'd like to explore more about it. Okay, so let's see what the third card in this spread was. The Sun card in the upright position. This card also came out at least once, maybe a few times in my previous Pick a Card reading. This card, for some reason, just right now to me means a very empowered divine feminine, a divine feminine who is having her moment in the sun. So I'm strongly feeling like many of you who are divine feminines may be trying to create or manifest something in your life, a job, a career change, maybe a location change, a move of some sort. Whatever it may be, I feel like Spirit is saying you are going to have success with this endeavor. Now, I'm actually going to pull some sign cards for this just to see when this success or manifestation will happen for the divine feminine. So, Spirit, when will the divine feminine see this success, this moment in the sun? Capricorn, December 22nd through January 19th. So I'm seeing that this upcoming winter, something could shift in a big way for you. When else could something shift or manifest for the divine feminine? Let's see what the other time card is here. Leo, July 23rd through August 22nd. So what I'm hearing here is there's actually going to be two shifts almost right around the solstices. I guess the Leo season is about a month after the summer solstice, but I'm hearing that you're going to have some kind of shift or manifestation, divine feminines, happen over the summer between July and August, and then another shift happen in December through January, so Capricorn season. There's going to be kind of two, I would say, milestones that happen for you either in life or in career. I'm feeling these actually might not be directly love related. It's just coming up in this twin flame reading because, of course, this path is very intertwined with all areas of our life. Okay, so I am now going to pull some potential clarification cards from the Angel Answers deck and the Romance Angels deck. Okay, so let's start with the Angel Answers deck. So Spirit, what other clarification can I give the Twin Flame Collective at this time? What else does the Twin Flame Collective need to know? A year from now. Interesting. I actually feel this card is kind of connected specifically to your person, kind of saying like there's some kind of life or work milestone that's going to happen for you over the summer between July and August and over the winter, but then something major will shift within this twin flame connection a year from now. For some reason, I specifically heard potentially even like for some of you later on or further along, I should say, in the physical world in this connection, this could be a marriage proposal, an engagement, a marriage, something like that, or there just could be some wedding that you're attending or something involved in that situation. Also, I'm getting specifically this could happen next Gemini season. So between May and June of next year. And the next card I got is there's something better. Once again, this person on this card kind of looks like a bride, which just does make me think there's something about a wedding. I don't know if one of you are maybe attending a wedding. Maybe this has to do with the journey that you're on, or just some kind of proposal, wedding, marriage, something like that going on in you or your twin flame's life. And I'm also hearing what there's something better card. I feel like this actually refers to the way in which this situation will come together. I feel like someone had in mind that something was going to happen a certain way or at a certain time, and things may have not worked out exactly as you planned, but I feel like Spirit is saying that the reason if something didn't work out the way you expected it to, it's because you're actually being shown a better path, a higher path. I feel like some of you think something went wrong or that there was maybe a mistaken detour or something, but Spirit is telling you this is actually the perfect path. You just may not realize it consciously yet. And then the next card is It's Up to You. For some reason, I'm feeling like the coming together of your twin flame connection, the manifestation within this connection, especially I feel I'm speaking to many divine feminines here. I feel like this actually hinges on your continued growth and evolution and courageous movement forward in life or in work. I feel like right now you're being guided to focus on whatever you're trying to manifest in your life, however that applies to you. Again, whether this is going to school, a job, a career, a business, something in your life. I feel like Spirit is saying that the more you focus on yourself, focus on manifesting within your career, within your life, doing what you're passionate about, the more you become magnetic to effortlessly pull in physical reunion within this twin flame connection. It's like these two things seem very intertwined here. So then I am now going to pull some cards from the Romance Angels deck. Okay, Spirit, so what else can I tell the Twin Flame Collective at this time? What else does the Twin Flame Collective need to know right now? Someone is wearing a false mask. Interesting. I want to get more clarification on that. So Spirit, who is wearing a false mask in this connection, or how is there an element of illusion or deception? This is the deception card. So I'm going to get some clarification from the Energy Oracle cards deck. Spirit, who is being deceptive, or what is the illusion? Broken heart. Interesting. So it's weird with this card. I feel like the illusion is that there is a heartbreak happening that isn't actually happening. This is really interesting, this message here. I feel like someone is deceiving themselves through the ego and believing that their counterpart is breaking their heart in some way, when that's not really what's going on in this situation. I feel like this might go back to that inner child wound, to not fully allowing in love from this person and seeing themselves as being heartbroken when really the person isn't actually breaking their heart, isn't actually leaving or separating. Caring connections. That's the next card that came out. So that strongly makes me feel like the deception is like someone isn't thinking or allowing themselves to believe that their counterpart truly cares about them. Woman holding a heart in the upright position. I just heard a divine feminine feeling like feeling like she isn't important to the masculine when actually she is the only one who holds his heart. And the next card is adjacent possibilities. So I feel like something is going to happen very soon to shift this situation, this feeling of heartbreak, this feeling as though the counterpart doesn't care about them, feeling as though they don't matter to this person when in fact they hold their heart. Something very soon is going to open. In this situation is going to shift. Also, woman holding a heart, that card is the number 44 once again. So the number 444 is just coming up a lot in this reading. I want to read a little bit about the adjacent possibilities card. Sometimes the force of habit keeps you stuck and unaware of potentially healthier and happier choices at hand. That is so interesting because that really connects with the there's something better, like there's something you're not seeing about this situation. Yet every moment gives you the option to open a different door and take a different course, whether it's in your thoughts, behaviors, or in major life decisions. The adjacent possibilities card is here to tell you that you have many options, and it's time to take a wider look at things. Interesting. So I'm really feeling with this adjacent possibilities card that this could be referring to the way in which, again, someone is being guided to rewire some kind of deeply seated subconscious thought pattern or habit pattern of believing that they aren't worthy of love, aren't worthy of connection, and then continuing to manifest that reality in this twin flame relationship. For others of you, I feel like this could be applying to there is a reason that you're being guided down some kind of path or that something is unfolding in a certain way. I see that very heavily with the there's something better card. I feel like these two are connected. There's something better and there's an adjacent possibility here. There's a door opening. For others of you, I feel like this could specifically be that there's going to be some opportunity for your counterpart to reach out, to speak to you, or to clarify something. I feel like something might come to light that will actually ease this situation of feeling as though your heart's being broken, feeling unimportant to your counterpart in some way, feeling like maybe you aren't loved or don't matter. I feel like something about this situation could change very fast in the near future. Okay, so now I am going to pull some potential sign cards. So this could be the sun, moon, or rising sign of either you or your person. Alternatively, these could just be messages meant for someone else. Remember, these are hyper-specific messages, and this is a collective reading, so just take whatever resonates. The first card is Aquarius. So Spirit, who is the person listening or their twin flame, sun, moon, or rising? The next card is Libra. Then we have Cancer. And Scorpio. So Aquarius, Libra, Cancer, Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising sign, or those messages could just be intended for someone else. Let's also roll the letter initial dice just to see if we can get the first, middle, or last initials of either you or your person. So Spirit, what is the first, middle, or last name of the person listening or their counterpart? Alternatively, what are some words that might connect with this reading? Q, S, H, S, S, again, 3 S's, wow. Z. For some reason I keep hearing silent or like someone saying shh, or almost as though someone is quieting someone else. I feel like someone feels like they maybe said too much and they're kind of like beating themselves over the head saying like, oh, I shouldn't have said that, or I shouldn't have talked too much, I shouldn't have said that much. It's like someone is almost regretting oversharing or something like that. N, X, Z, K, M. J, R, Q, L, S. Interesting. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do is pull some cards. These are my love word scramble cards that I created. This is a new part of these readings. I'm hoping these will bring forth some intuitive messages from your person. So we have missing, older, cycles. Interesting. Okay, let's start there and then I'll pull more in a second. So older, I specifically feel like there could be an age gap between you and your person. They could be older, or you could be older, or simply you could have gone through an experience. I'm hearing specifically where you were young but felt much older than you actually were, or were forced to grow up, or feel like you didn't really have a childhood because you had to be overly responsible as a child. I see someone who either had to care a lot for younger siblings, or even had to be kind of a shoulder to lean on for their own parents. Someone who really had to step into an older role even when they were still a child. Alternatively, again, this could simply be that you or your person are older, so you have some kind of age gap missing. I just hear from this card a kind of longing. I feel like many of you are in some kind of separation physically, mentally, or emotionally from your person, and the absence is causing this feeling of longing. But with the cycles card, I specifically heard that connecting back to these negative thought patterns, these cycles that are playing over and over again. And I just heard the word stuck. It's like these cycles are keeping you stuck, missing each other. Specifically with all these cards together, this could be someone who again had to play an older role when they were younger and had this cycle of, again, I'm hearing specifically, this is very, very specific, probably just for one person, but I'm seeing a divine feminine who as a child had to be emotionally a shoulder to lean on for her siblings or her parents. And because of this, she created this inner child wound, this divine feminine wound was perpetuated within her of hyper independence, feeling like she could only rely on herself. She always had to be the one that others relied upon, but she couldn't really trust others to be a shoulder for her to lean on, for her to cry on, for her to go to for support. And so there's this cycle playing itself out, this negative cycle of hyper independence, not allowing someone else in, not allowing her masculine to fully come in and love her and support her. And this cycle is what she is healing at this time in order to fully connect with the masculine and no longer have this feeling of missing, this feeling of longing. If that doesn't connect with you specifically as a divine feminine, this could simply be, again, some kind of old cycle or negative pattern that is holding you or your counterpart back in this connection. Which, by the way, if you're kind of feeling this stuckness feeling in your connection, like things aren't moving or things are continuing to play out the same negative cycles, it's very likely you have an energy block of some kind in any of the 7 chakras that is causing you to essentially prevent yourself from naturally fully connecting with your counterpart, because this connection is naturally highly magnetic. We are pulled to one another across all time, space, and distance. But what causes us to become demagnetized, to lose that magnetism to our twin flame, is negative, unconscious societal programming that teaches us we aren't worthy of love, we aren't worthy of connection, or we can't sustain it or attain it. So if you're struggling with any of these negative thought patterns or energy blocks, I would really recommend my 7 chakra twin flame clearing subliminal. This is a very comprehensive subliminal designed to uproot and clear out any negative unconscious belief patterns or energy blocks from any of the 7 chakras in order to remagnetize your twin flame connection. So that will be linked in the pinned comment. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull some more of these messages. Okay, so we have forget. I just heard I tried to forget. So this could be someone who is in separation, who has tried to forget their person. This could also be someone who has tried to forget the trauma from their past or from their childhood, but can't seem to fully release it. Obsession. Someone in this connection is definitely feeling obsessively about the other, which of course is very natural for twin flames because they're hyper aware of each other all the time. Of course, guys, I had one card out of like 50 in here that says twin flame, and that's the card I pulled. So there is definitely a twin flame obsession happening here. Also, if you were someone coming to this reading seeking confirmation, is this person my twin flame? I clearly see from pulling this twin flame card, this is a yes confirmation. This person is, in fact, a twin flame. Wow. Okay. So the next two cards I pulled are Heart Secret. So I feel like this person is keeping a secret under lock and key in their heart. There's someone in this situation who's being very secretive about how they truly feel. I want to kind of know why this is happening for whoever this is connecting with. I feel like someone is almost keeping their love for you a secret, maybe even to themselves. Maybe they aren't even fully ready to admit to themselves how much they love you or how they truly feel about you. So I'm going back to the energy oracle cards just because I'm curious, what is this secret that is being kept, this heart secret? Spirit, can you tell us any more about this heart secret happening? Contract in the reverse position. Wow, guys. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is there's some kind of karmic situation going on here. Again, this won't connect with everyone. I may just be speaking to a few of you here, but I feel like someone is connecting with a karmic third party, either you or your person, or alternatively, the karma is their own negative thought pattern. There's something being healed or resolved here, but I do strongly feel for many of you, this is a person. And this is a karmic contract that you came here to fulfill, to learn some kind of lesson from this person. However, I feel like whoever is connecting with a third party, again, this won't be everyone, but if you or your person is connecting with a third party karmic relationship, I feel like the twin flame in this situation feels very strongly for their twin flame counterpart, but still feels obligated somehow to this karma, to this karmic partner, to this person. So they're obsessing, but then trying to forget and also trying to keep it a secret, keep their love a secret, almost even to themselves. It's like they aren't fully ready to admit their true feelings within this twin flame connection, because of this karmic situation that is still resolving itself. And again, that will not be for everyone, but I do feel that is a message for someone listening. Okay, guys, so I feel like that is a very settled place to end this reading. I hope you gained something of value from listening, and if any of these messages resonated with you, please do leave a comment below and let me know how this connected with you. Also, please subscribe to this channel and join our community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. And to explore any of the subliminals I recommended during this reading, you can do so by clicking any of the links in the pinned comment under this video. When you create a 7-day free trial account on my Subliminal site, you can try out any of the subliminals I've created completely free. Have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again in the next reading.